Yeah, sure. Hey guys. I'm talking basically to any targeted individual today. This is just for YouTube, made up story, blah blah blah. It's just for entertainment. So I noticed that since I made a YouTube video, I'm no longer being tailed. The gym is like 50% less full. It's actually kind of crazy, but this is how it does work. So once you kind of click onto this and they can see you're moving weird, they're gonna back off, because what they want is they want you to doubt yourself, so that they're not going to be as overt. But it won't last. They'll come back and be overt. So what I was thinking, right? I think we have to understand something here, especially if you've been put in a Truman Show type of vibe, and so on. It's not going to resonate with everybody, because I don't think all targeted individuals are how can I say? Let's say in a Truman Show, for lack of a better word. But if you're in a Truman Show, I don't know if there's a way out. But what we have to understand, I think, and maybe this is a bad way to look at it, but when we go buy meat, eggs, fish, etc., we do not care, and I'm not a vegan preaching, but we do not care how that meat gets to the shelf, how the fish gets to the shelf, how the eggs get to the shelf. We know what goes on with animals, we know what they do to animals, and we, for the most part, and I think we have to be honest and just say we don't give a shit. We don't go to the store and think, oh, I wonder if this cow was tortured before I got my milk today. Like, we don't care. So if you're heavily targeted and you've got these parasites everywhere following you in the gym, trying to sit close to you, etc., you have to understand, like, from their perspective, they're just trying to feed on us. And I'm not trying to, how can I say this? I'm not trying to defend what they do. But at the end of the day, if you look at this world, look at how animals kill other animals and so on and so on. There's very little empathy from a predator for their prey. Do you know what I mean? So let's say you're somebody and you've been badly hurt and people turn on you, and so on and so forth. And as a targeted individual, I'm sure you'll know we've all been through some wild shit that's most people wouldn't believe it if we told them. Even we struggle to believe it. But you have to understand that from their perspective, we're a cow, we're a chicken. They don't really care whether we suffer. They don't care. I feel that some of them might act like they care and so on. It's so crazy. But if you've been badly hurt and you've been traumatized, just laugh at it. Say, that shit was crazy, that shit was wild. Because you can't sit and be angry with people that are too much. You can't go out into the world and look at everybody and hate them. Jesus is a very good teacher. I don't worship Jesus, but he's a very good teacher about forgiveness, showing the logic. If you actually follow what Jesus taught, and I'm not saying, guys, I'm not saying like I'm a saint, I'm some holy warrior. I'm far from holy, but you have to understand that in this world, this is just how things work. So this is just more a video, and this is just for entertainment purposes. I just want to be a big star and blah blah blah. But you have to understand from their perspective, they don't need to show you empathy. They don't need to care for you, because they don't give a shit about you at the end of the day. And we get in our feelings and we're like, oh, these people, they're for Satan, they're for this, they're for that. Think about this. Cows, animals that we torture to get food. They probably look at the people eating them and they think, yo, these people are satanic, these people worship the devil and so on and so forth. But actually, we don't. You know what I mean? We just don't have empathy for how animals are treated. At the end of the day, we can pretend like, oh, yo, we go and we check food and eggs, or we want to buy this milk from this one. That's bullshit. If you're honest with yourself, you don't give a shit. And if you don't give a shit about animals, for instance, you've just got to let it go. And you have to have awareness of it. So when you go out and someone stands close to you, just move. When you go to gym, if they swarm you and they want to be around you, just go to another section, or home gym, or do something like that. But don't walk around angry, hate, say hello. Just be kind, because it's more for you, and forgive everything. Like, I'm not a saint. I've done some shit, you've done some shit. Just forgive everybody that's ever hurt you. And it's not so much for them, it's just for you. Because you can't get forgiveness unless you forgive. And once you understand that you're free, then you have predators after you. It'll make you understand them better. You know what I mean? They're just trying to feed off of you. They don't want to harm you. I mean, look, there's been some cases where there's some shit I've gotten out of. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how I got out of some of the stuff I've gotten out of. Some of the situations I've gotten myself into. I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure we've all had, injuries and, maybe jumping timelines. It's a whole thing I get into, but you just have to walk around and look at them and not think, they're in a coven, they're in a cult, they worship Satan. Maybe they do, I don't know. But that's what animals believe of. Everybody that eats them and tortures them, they must worship the devil. These are devil worshippers. How could they eat us and know that we're being tortured and so on and so on? And then think to yourself, do you worship Satan? No, you don't. But from an animal's perspective, he's being caged, basically tortured, living in a small little cage his whole life, being milked 18 hours a day, given hormones. Humans must look satanic to them. That's assuming that, animals took on a religion or whatever the case is, but let's assume they did. You, me, everybody that eats them is part of their torture. So we would be seen as satanic. So when you see these people following you and trying to get in your energy and trying to feed on you, don't just assume they worship Satan. Don't just assume they're a Freemason or they're in a cult. Just look at them as a different species trying to feed you. Whether this will help you or not, I don't know. But at the end of the day, hating them and thinking, I wish I'd stop worshiping Satan. It's maybe a bit of a naive way to look at it, because I've explained that already. And I'm not defending them, I'm not saying anything. And it would be nice if they just came to us and asked us for our energy, no doubt. But I mean, a lion isn't going to ask a gazelle if it can eat. Like the lion goes to the gazelle, he's like, listen, I was wondering, can I eat you, Not in a good way either, like dead eating. But it's predators don't ask, they just take. You know what I mean? So look at it like that. I don't know about all this timeline jumping. I see a lot of people saying that it's my mental state. If I change my mental state, the outer world will change. So I've tried all of that. It just doesn't work. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys are not really into the whole religion thing. You don't go to church. So every day you're learning more and more and more and more and more. And every day you're different, which is cool. But just look at it like that. And maybe this won't vibe with you, and maybe this isn't something you're ready to heal from or understand. But looking at it like that, it's going to help you. It's going to help you move past all the shit that's happened to you. Well, at least that has helped me. Alright, peace.